Okay, here's example B. The circle graph shows a survey that was given to 120 elementary students asking what their favorite fruit is. Okay, well, they tell you the total right away. That's always good information that you need to remember. Let's look at the circle graph. Apples, 25, grapes, 15, bananas, 30, and they didn't tell us the percent for strawberries. Okay, well, that's okay, because you should remember that if you add up all of the portions, all of the percents, it needs to add up to 100%. We know all the others, so we can just add these up and then subtract it from 100. So apples is 25 plus 15 plus 30. And that will give us 70%. So strawberries is going to be, well, hang on a second. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. I'll show you why in just a second. That gives you 30%. So that means that strawberries equals 30%. I was asking myself if that was right because this 30% looks a lot bigger than that 30%. But hey, it's not always drawn correctly. If it says it's 30%, it's 30%. Okay, so number 1 says, what number of students chose strawberries as their favorite fruit? Okay, well, we know the percent now. We know that it is 30%, but that's not what they asked. They want to know the number of students. So we need to find what is 30% of our total. Our total is right there, 120. To find percent of a number, move this decimal 2 times to the left, and of means multiply. So I'm going to come down here and do that. 120 times 0.3. You could do 0.30, but that's just going to make extra work. You don't have to. 3 times 0 is 0, 3 times 2 is 6, and 3 times 1 is 3. You have one number behind the decimal in the problem, so you need 1 in your answer. So that gives you 36. 36 students. Okay. Number 2 says, what number of students did not choose apples or bananas as their favorite fruit? Okay, not apples or bananas. So apples, no. Strawberries, yeah. Bananas, no. Grapes, yes. So those two are okay. We know that there were 30% that chose strawberries and 15% that chose grapes. So if I add those 2 percents together, I get 45%. Is that what they're asking for? They're not asking for a percent. They want to know the number of students. So now I just need to find what is 45% of the total, 120. Same thing. Decimal method. Move that 2 times, and of means multiply. So now I have 120 times 0.45. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6. Add a 0. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 2 is 8. And 4 times 1 is 4. Add this all up. And I get 5400. But I know that's not right. The decimal needs to be fixed. There's 2 numbers behind the decimal in the problem, so 2 in the answer. That comes out to 54. 54 students. Okay, and number 3. Hang on just a second. I'm going to pause. Okay, if 15% of the students chose grapes, how many students did not choose grapes? Okay, so if they didn't choose grapes, that's the rest of them. So everybody would be 100% minus 15%. That leaves us with 85%. Okay, so now we need to figure out what is 85% of 120. Move the decimal 2 times to the left, and of means multiply. So I have 120 times 0.85. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 1 is 6. Put a 0. 8 times 0 is 0. 8 times 2 is 16. 8 times 1 is 8 plus 1 is 9. Add all this up, and I get 10200. Two numbers behind the decimal in the problem, so 2 in my answer. And that gives me 102 students. All right. That is example B, and we will move on to example C now.